we move on to where I would call it an empowering topic, conjunction. Each of us, after learning the basics of grammar, the way each of us choose words, each of us choose our construction is all our individual choices. Okay, nobody can tell us, go this way, because even one single word has so much of synonyms. So it depends on your temperament, your mindset, your belief system, what the word choices all lies with you. Okay, so but knowing how to join words, you know what a conjunction is basically, right? A word that helps you to join a word with another word, or sentence with another sentence is what you call a conjunction. Okay, so basically there are three types of conjunctions that we could see. Okay, so here they are there for you in the presenting mode. You can see you have coordinating conjunction. Okay, and very easy way for you to remember coordinating conjunction is, as you can see, the examples of coordinating conjunction are for, and, neither, but, or, so. So how you could remember is, you could remember it with this acronym fanboys. Fanboys. Okay, so remember, coordinating conjunctions generally connect a sentence to another sentence. Okay, so when coordinating, difference between coordinating conjunction and correlative conjunction or subordinating conjunction is that coordinating conjunction, connects two sentences together. So I would say it is like very powerful. But equally, all the conjunctions are very, very powerful. So, and I'm just telling you how to remember the coordinating conjunction. Remember the coordinating conjunction, by fanboys. Okay, fanboys. F stands for. Okay, F stands for. A stands for and. N stands for neither. B stands for but. O stands for or. Okay, Y stands for yet. It's not yes. Okay, it is yet, and yes stands for so. That's all. Okay, so only one thing that we have to correct there is yet. So that is what you call coordinating conjunction. They connect one sentence to another sentence. Next is your subordinating conjunction, which is like, you can see the examples for yourself. After, although, unless, because, in order, since, if, that. These are all called subordinating conjunctions. They connect dependent sentence and an independent sentence. When it comes to coordinating conjunction, people, it connects two independent sentences. We will see that right now. But when it comes to subordinating conjunctions, they connect a dependent sentence and an independent sentence, and we will see that right now. And correlative conjunction, again, you can use it very, very effectively as a writer. You have these constructions, right? Neither, nor, either, or, though, yet, or they come together. Neither she nor her friends. Either you or your relatives. Okay, so it always comes as a correlative word in a sentence. So that's how you have these three types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. So let us see a few examples under each of these, so that we see and we correct our own mistakes. Okay, so as I said, fanboys is what I wanted you to remember under coordinating conjunctions. So let us see a sentence, how it connects two independent sentences. We listened eagerly, for he brought good news of our families. Okay, so we listened eagerly is one independent sentence. It can stand by itself. He brought news of our families is another independent sentence, and for connects them both. Okay, next, she didn't speak to anyone and nobody spoke to her. She didn't speak to anyone is an independent sentence. Nobody spoke to her is an independent sentence, and the conjunction and connects them both. Okay, yes. Next, I don't expect children to be rude, nor do I expect to be disobeyed. Okay, I expect to be disobeyed. Okay, is an independent sentence. Don't expect children to be rude, okay, is an independent sentence, and nor, okay, is a connecting word between these two sentences, okay. They rushed to the hospital, but they were too late. They rushed to the hospital is an independent sentence, but they were too late is again an independent sentence, and but connects them both, okay. Next, so I will go shopping or I will go camping, okay. So I will go shopping is an independent sentence, and I will go camping is an independent sentence, and this or is the coordinating conjunction that connects them both, okay. That's wonderful. Now we move on to the subordinating conjunction, okay people. I just want you to just get it very clear, because very simple. Although, even though, though, all these almost mean the same. You can use them interchangingly. Till, until means the same. You can use them interchangingly. Then you have this because, since, so, soon, so, as soon as. These are all subordinating conjunctions. Okay. So I said it connects a dependent sentence and an independent sentence. So you can see it for yourself. You may be disappointed if you fail. You can put it even this way. If you fail, but very important as writers you should know, if is a subordinating conjunction. It's a conjunction. If is a conjunction. Okay. So if you put if at the beginning of the sentence, you should always follow it with a comma, and it is an dependent clause. You call it a dependent clause. If you fail, if I tell you if you fail, it is not complete, right? So it is a dependent sentence. You may be disappointed is an independent sentence. So when you write the sentence like this, please don't use a comma there. You may be disappointed, comma, if you fail. There is a comma. The comma is not needed there. But if you write, if you fail, comma, you will be disappointed. A comma is warranted there. Comma is warranted in almost all the subordinating conjunctions. I want you to get that very clearly. Though it was raining, comma, I decided to leave the house. You can replace it with although. Although it was raining, even though it was raining, I decided to leave home. Okay. Because I was tired, I decided to take rest. Because I was tired, comma, I decided to take rest. So this is the structure of a subordinating conjunction. If you don't try, you are doomed. I can also write it like this. You are doomed if you don't try. But if I write it like that, okay, when the dependent clause comes at the beginning of the sentence, it takes a comma. But if it comes at the latter part of the sentence, it does not take a comma. That is as much as I want you to know about subordinating conjunction. So with that, we move to the last conjunction, which is correlative conjunction. Okay, that's what I said. You have both these coming together. Both. The fluid includes both gases and liquid. Okay, the fluid includes both gases and liquid. Either dye or paints are used to color either or, both and. Okay, if you use either, follow it with or. If you use both, follow it with and. If you use neither, love is neither bought nor sold. Okay. If you use neither, follow it with nor. She is not only a novelist but also a poet. So not only but also. Okay. So these are few examples of correlative conjunction. Okay. So can we have a quick look at these exercises, okay, under coordinating conjunction, and try if you are able to answer them. Then your confidence will be complete. So anything that you finish should be tested. If you are able to answer it, your understanding is complete. Okay, so now it's your time. Take your time. Grab the bull by its horns.